Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Beguiled by Books. I'm Megan, and here I share short reviews for books across a wide variety of genres. Today, I'm sharing my 5 books that changed how I live my life. Let's get started. For someone who consistently reads about 100 books per year, it's really hard to distill everything that I've learned down to just 5 books. But these 5 books really have affected how I live my life and the choices that I make. They're all nonfiction books. They're so incredibly important. I've read probably 150 nonfiction books over the last 3 or 4 years. So these ones really are the cream of the crop. The first one that I would 100% recommend is I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. The original book came out in 2009, but be sure to get the 2019 10th anniversary updated edition or the most up-to-date edition you can get. I'm sure there will be more. But this book really just breaks down to its most simple form how you can get ahead in life financially by doing some really important things. As the economy continues to change and as house prices rise and interest rates are crazy high, or dropping, depending on when you watch this. The world is ever changing, and it's really difficult to sometimes get ahead, especially if you're in your 20s and you're really just trying to figure out the world for the first time. This book really breaks things down on a step-by-step basis and helps you focus on the important things for creating that long-term generational wealth so that you can retire. And what I really love about this book, it doesn't tout one particular method. It's not like, oh, go be an entrepreneur and get a bunch of money up front so that you can retire by 35. Ramit Sethi really breaks down how you can just be quote unquote normal, whatever normal is, and take your income and apply it to your life successfully. The things you like to spend money on, the things you don't like to spend money on, and how you can do all of that super successfully, no matter your line of business, no matter if you're an employee or an entrepreneur, however you choose to live your life, he's got tactics in there to help you succeed. Another book that absolutely helped me change how I live my life is Dare to Lead by Brené Brown. I think this is the pinnacle of Brené Brown's writing. It's everything she wrote up to Dare to Lead, and then anything she wrote after Dare to Lead, I just don't think compared to this book. It is all about being vulnerable, being authentic, and how you can make that work for you both at home and in the workplace. And I think that in the workplace is a really key component. There are so many different ways on how to be authentic in your regular everyday life. And then people often say, well, you just got to put that aside and conform to whatever your job needs and wants from you. And Brené Brown takes this information and is like, no, girl, we ain't doing that. Let's make your authenticity work for you in your workplace. And I think that is so incredibly wonderful and beautiful. And it also helps you assess as an employee if a place isn't the right fit for you. If you can't be your most authentic self at your workplace, should you be there? Is it time to find somewhere new? And those are really important questions for everyone who is in a career of any kind to be able to answer. And this book really altered my perspective on things and helped me really get a handle on what's important to me as a person, how I can bring my best self to work. Because if I'm bringing my best self to what I do, I'm going to be more successful in doing it. So absolutely would recommend Dare to Lead by Brené Brown. Another book that really helped me alter my life for the better is a book called Atomic Habits. This is a wildly popular book. You've likely heard of it, even if you barely scratch the surface in the nonfiction world. But I loved this book because it absolutely breaks down habits, how habits are formed, and busts a lot of myths around habit forming. It doesn't take 7 days or 10 weeks or 21 months or whatever those weird pithy little things are to form a habit. It's really about the things you do in your day-to-day to continuously do the habit. So a great example from my life is I always clean the cat litter before I take a shower. Simple as that. And if I've don't feel like taking a shower one day, guess what? I forget to clean the cat litter. It's very simple. That's my little atomic habit. And things like that really help compound over time so that you have all of the right things in place to build the habits and the lifestyle that you're really looking to build in partnership with Atomic Habits. And these two books go so well together, but in partnership with Atomic Habits, I almost always recommend the book Scarcity Brain, where Atomic Habits is all about building good habits and building the lifestyle that you want. Scarcity Brain takes that and flips it and says, well, what about breaking the bad habits? We can have as many good habits as we want, but if we can't necessarily break those bad habits holding us back, what's the point of all the good habits? And I love these two books in conjunction with one another. And once I read them together, I really feel unstoppable. And I cannot stress this enough. And I want all of you to be able to read these two books together. But Scarcity Brain helps you look at everything from whether you might enjoy a little bit of gambling or a little bit of overeating. I am a sweet treat after every meal kind of kid. So how can I take that, break that habit, understand where it comes from, address that underlying thing that makes me want the sweet treat so that I can satiate that thing without the harmful repercussions of that compounding action over time. So these two books together are amazing. I, like I said, feel unstoppable having this knowledge, and I hope you read these books preferably together, but at least read one or the other if you can. Another book that really helped me alter my life slash my perspective is a more recent book called How to Be Effing Happy. This book it randomly came into my life. I don't even remember how I discovered it. I think my husband may have sent it to me through a series of other people he and I follow on social media. But this is a very short book about, again, how to be happy. And really, that sounds a bit trite, but it's not, because what I really enjoy about this book is just that constant mantra of you control your reality. You control your thoughts. You control how you react and respond to situations. And that's really all you can control. So that is a wonderful perspective to have. And I just liked how concisely all of these things were distilled down into a very short book. It's a great place to start. If you want to nerd out and get more into this realm, I absolutely recommend a lot of Ryan Holiday's books around Stoicism. Those are really compelling as well, and they get way more into the weeds in a really positive way. But if you're just starting out and you're really looking to just kind of shift your perspective on a few things, start with this book. It's short, it's easy to get through, and there are really good tips, tricks, worksheets, techniques that are associated with it from the author for free that you can provide by signing, or that will be provided to you by signing up. And you can really get into some helpful things and helpful reflection if you haven't done that work already. What books have you read that have helped you improve your life? I always want to know these things. I'm always eager to read. Please drop me a comment below. I read every single comment, and I always look forward to hearing from you. If you liked this video, found something helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.